Alright, what's up homies? Today's video, I'm going to be going over all of my settings for Call of Duty Vanguard. This includes graphics, movement, and then my overall controller settings. Alright, first we're going to go over graphics. For display mode, I have full screen borderless. I have this because I stream. If you don't stream and you don't need to tab out of your game, full screen is going to give you more frames. VSync off on both. That's not really going to help you. It's going to reduce your frames, increase latency if you have them on. Frame rate limit, I have it maxed out. My monitor can support 280, I think, so whatever your monitor can support, I would have that at its max. Aspect ratio automatic. Brightness, you should barely be able to see this middle one. If you have it too high, your whole game's gonna look really bad. Display gamma, if you're using a monitor, use the one on the left. If you're using a TV, use the one on the right. I left this at automatic. Focus mode off. Display adapter would be my 3070. And then this is very important. If you keep on getting packet bursts in this game, turning this default is on. If you turn this off, you're gonna get less packet bursts. All right, next we're gonna go over quality. There are a lot of settings in this. You're gonna have to trust me. A lot of these you're gonna want really low or off. You want to have the most frames. The more frames you have, the better you're gonna be able to play. So for most of these, they're referring to different types of particle detail, and you don't really need a lot of this, all right? So you'll see a lot of my stuff is on low, other than a few different settings, so we'll go over that. So my texture resolution, I have at medium. You could go high, but like I said, I wanna have the most frames possible, and having this at medium is gonna help me do that. Very low for this one. Particle quality level, very low. Particle resolution, low. Bullet impact and sprays, I have this one on. I do like seeing where bullets are getting shot into walls. Shader quality is low. Tessellation is off. Distance range long. I want to be able to see as far as I possibly can. Level of detail for nearby is high. Level of detail for far is also high. Clutter draw distance is low. Volumetric quality level is also low. This next section is shadow and lighting. We're mostly going to have all of this off because we don't care the detail of shadows and lighting in this game. Screen space, shadows off. Shadow map resolution, very low. Sun shadow cascades is low. These are the two I do have on because these will increase your frame rate. Basically, it uses a little bit of your RAM to speed up rendering for future frames. So I have cache sun shadows on, cache spot shadows also on, and the size of this cache is high, so that there is more room to make these more, like, basically what these do is it gives you future frames. It prepares for future frames. So have them both on, and then I have this at high to increase the amount of space there is for future frames. I don't know if any of that made sense, but this one's low, this one's low. Ambient occlusion is off. Space screen reflection I have off. All right, this next section is the biggest setting I changed, right? So usually I think you have NVIDIA DLSS if you have an NVIDIA card. I used to run it balanced, but then I switched it off and turned on FidelityFX CAS. Turn that on, show more, and I think it defaults at 80. You can turn it up to 100. I think my teammates have it at 100, but I have it at 80 because personally I think that looks best to me. Basically, it sharpens your game and it makes it less foggy. So we were all having a problem where every single map looked really foggy. And when you turn this on, it makes the game look so freaking good. There's way less fog, so I definitely recommend it. All right, depth of field I have off. All right, next we're gonna go over gameplay. Field of view, I played 110. This may change, I have no idea. Right now I'm feeling very comfortable on 110. For camera movement, default, this is at 100. You want to change this down to 50. Basically what this does is when you are full sprinting, if you have it at 100, your whole screen is going to shake as if you were really sprinting. If you move it down to 50, your screen is going to shake less, which is going to allow you to see enemies while you're sprinting. Motion blur for both weapon and the world should be turned off. You don't want that. And then for NVIDIA Reflex low latency, I just have that on. All right, that is it for my graphics setting. Now we move on to audio. All right, right now I have my master volume at 5. That's because I was just playing pubs and this game is incredibly loud. Music volume I have at 0. I've never had music in any of the CODs I've played. Dialogue volume, I moved it down to 50. This is the guy screaming in your ear. Yo, whoever's 12 is, thank you for the invite. Sound effects volume, I have at 100. Hit marker volume, I left that default 75. Hit marker sound effects, Vanguard. For audio mix, I have headphones. They really don't have any other audio mixes like in Cold War, there was whatever, like low boost, high boost. They don't have that yet. I'm assuming they're going to add that in. Killstreak music. Oh, bro, I'm turning that off. I didn't even know that was a thing. Beautiful. Anyways, mono audio, you want this off, especially if you're using good headphones. Game sound device, I just have default. Voice chat, microphone, default, push to talk, default. Yeah, I think that's it for audio. All right, interface. You're gonna want to switch some things here. So one thing you definitely want to switch, you can do whatever. This just displays in the top left. But what I have done is I've moved my HUD in a little bit. I'm still messing with where I want it, but I swear the mini-map is so far to the left of my screen, bro, that I literally have to move my head. So I've moved it in a little bit and down a little bit. I'm probably gonna mess with it more. You want to have a square mini-map shape because you can see more of the mini-map. Rotation is on. Crosshair bobbing. You're gonna want to turn this off. When you're sprinting or mantling, your crosshairs are gonna move if you have this on, which is default on. And to increase or like to be better at centering, you're gonna want to turn this off. Your crosshairs will not move no matter what you're doing. I think that's it for interface. Yeah. To be honest, this crosshair bobbing is the biggest thing when it comes to actual gameplay that you want to turn off. All right. Next is controller. I run a 6.6 sensitivity with a... What the hell is this? Ground vehicles, air vehicles. Okay, never done that. Custom sensitivity per zoom. So I have it at 0.8 for everything other than a sniper rifle. For those of you who don't know, in the past CODs, I've run a 6.8 on almost everything. Helps me hit my shots, all right? So for 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x, 6, 7, and 8, I have it on 0.8. I really don't know why they have such a customizable zoom ADS, but like, hey, the more the merrier, I suppose. Next, I run stick and move flipped. So basically, I jump with my right stick, and then I shoot with my bumpers. That is a new setting that I've never seen before. Vertical aim on ground vehicles and air vehicles. I think standard's probably the wave. Have I been on a vehicle in this game yet? Nope. Aim response curve, I have dynamic controller vibration. You're gonna want to turn this off. If your controller's vibrating in your hand, probably not gonna be able to hit as many shots. Weapon fire threshold is off. ADS sensitivity transition timing. I think this defaulted on instant, but in Cold War, it was gradual. ADS sense multiplier, this is when you're holding breath with your sniper. I have that at 1. Left all that default up, off. All right. The big debate. People asking me what my dead zones are. So for controller, for triggers, I have mine at 6. For me, this isn't as important because I shoot with my bumpers, but if you shoot with your triggers, having a small dead zone on your triggers is going to help you shoot faster. All right, for min input dead zone for your left and right stick, you want these as low as possible without having any stick drift. For the max input for my left stick, which is my moving stick, I actually have my max input less, just so I get to my auto tac sprint a little faster. All right, for gameplay, I have my target aim assist on. If you are not playing with aim assist on, you are selling the bag. ADS aim assist, I also have that on. Mount activation is ADS and melee. I don't know if that's the wave. I've never mounted in this game. Depleted ammo switch, I have this on. So if you run out of ammo in one gun, it'll automatically switch to the next. Blind fire, I have off because I don't even know what this mechanic is and it's not allowed in competitive. So I turned it off. Now, this is a very, very, very important part of this video. Please pay attention. In Warzone, slide cancels were very smooth. It was really easy to move around and it wasn't choppy. In this game, if you don't have this very specific setting on, your movement's chalked. It just is. I switched this setting and my movement was immediately 100 times better. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna switch automatic airborne mantle to partial, right? Then you're gonna click show more, turn grounded mantle off, and automatic ground mantle off. This one setting, these 3, will make your slide cancels and your movement so much better. All right, next I have mantle stance queuing on. Automatic sprint, I have auto tac sprint on. This will make your movement so much better as well. I definitely recommend using this setting. Auto move forward off, sprint cancels reload. I have this off. I hate trying to reload and then because I use auto tac sprint, just moving anywhere and then it cancels my reload. It's the most tilting thing ever. So I have this off. Sprinting door bash, great name for a setting, is on. Slide behavior, you're gonna want this on tap just so those slide cancels are clean and crispy. I don't think I messed with anything else. Yeah. So everything else is default. All right, that's it for all of my Call of Duty Vanguard settings. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. It really helps me out. And if you did learn something, share it with a friend. Anyways, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.